It's Rodimus Prime time.
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Transformers Kingdom Commander class, Rodimus Prime. So here we are, and there he is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. And right up front, we have some lovely, lovely artwork here of Rodimus Prime in his robot mode, in his alt mode, Kingdom, War for Cybertron Trilogy. On this side of the box, we have the lovely Kingdom artwork. On this side, we just have the rest of the picture. And we can see he is a Commander Class, a Class Commandante, Commander Classe, Classe Commandante, and a Classe Commander, the classiest of commanders. Up top, Autobot symbol, War for Cybertron Trilogy. On the bottom, words, things, barcodes. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shots. He does this, that, things, and stuff. And that's basically it for the packaging. Also included is the card slash sticker, and again, I got Dinobot. I don't know how many Dinobots I have at this point. I have a lot of Dinobots. But peel off the sticker, and we have Dinobot. Yet again, hooray for Dinobot. Hooray for cards and stickers. And moving right along, here we have the chosen one himself, Rodimus Prime. Now, before we get down to anything, I just want to say a big thank you to Ethan on Twitter, who lives in Australia, by the way. He found Rodimus in store, so apparently this figure is hitting in Australia. So yeah, he found this in store, was nice enough to pick one up for me and send it my way, all the way from the land down under. And he is here, he is safe, so thank you very much, Ethan. You rock. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. But yes, here is Rodimus Prime, our Commander Class figure for this Kingdom line. And yes, here he is in his alt mode, the big old Space Winnebago. And oh no, it's a pretty nicely done figure, but let's get in close here so we can take a look at the details. You can see the nice flame design there on the hood. Autobot symbol. Get the nice transparent blue plastic there for the cockpit. I love that shade of blue they used. It really pops. It's quite nice. You can see the exhaust pipes there, just done in a nice silver. You get the nice flamey goodness going down the sides. Just the black wheels. You got Autobot symbol right up top as well. Just nice and Rodimus Primey. Lots of nice detail back there. And, yeah, there is the top, there is the bottom. He does roll, as rolling things should. Hooray, hooray for rolling. And for comparison, here he is with the Power of the Primes, Rodimus. So you can see how that works out, and you can see the new version much larger than the Power of the Primes version. And here he is with G1 Rodimus Prime because he's precious. Oh, so precious. And here he is with Studio Series Hot Rod. And last but not least, here he is with Earthrise Optimus Prime. So, there you go. Now, as far as features go in the alt mode, well, one thing obviously you can do is you can totally just disconnect the car from the trailer section here. And again, just for some quick comparisons, here it is with Studio Series Hot Rod again. And here it is with the Power of the Primes Hot Rod. So you can see how that works out. But there is some things we can do here with the trailer. Right off the bat, you have this little compartment here that you can open up because reasons. You can store stuff in there, put some little mini cons in there or something. So hey, thing you can do. If you want to do it, you can open up the back here. And I love this little hinge design here. I think that's really cool. It kind of travels this little track here. You can open that up and then flip down the ramp here. Now, the turret isn't there taking up all the real estate, but if we open this up, and we have to take this out anyway, but if we open up the trailer, we can just remove the turret here. Put that off to the side for now. You can see all the space and lots of ports here. You can plug a lot of stuff into this, as you can see. Just ports everywhere. You can load this thing up with whatever you want. But once you get that all together, now you actually have some space in here. And you can fit, you know, a little guy in here. Sideswipe will fit in there comfortably. So pretty much anybody, you know, who's small with kind of a low profile, you can fit in there. So that's pretty cool. Things you can do. Also, per the instructions, they want you to take the turret here, and you can use this post and plug it right up here, and you can have this going on because reasons, you know, hey, things you can do. I guess you can turn this around, have it aiming forward, have some kind of like, you know, kind of like battle mode or something going on. I don't know. You just gotta put these out of the way so they'll sit straight. But you know, it's just I don't know, things you can do if you want to do it, or just have it up and, you know, just have a bot manning that, just standing on the trailer and manning that. Hey, again, all things you can do if you want to do it. I don't have to plug that all the way, but you get the idea. You get the idea, even though it's a little wobbly right now because I just don't have to plug it all the way. But it's a pretty tight connection there. But again, things you can do. You also have some other ports. As you can see, you have ports here. You have ports along the side here. You got 2 more ports up top. So again, you can load this up. You got a port right here as well. So yeah, you can totally load this guy up with weapons or whatever if you want to. Hey, totally up to you what you want to do. And as far as the turret goes, if you flip this post in, flip this in, you can see it has like tank treads molded in, so you can't just have this standing as its own weapon emplacement outside of the trailer, and you can just flip up the little handles there and just have a bot just manning that outside of the trailer if you want. It can be all like, you know, things it can do. Now, as far as accessories go, you do get quite a bit of stuff here. We do get a sword. See, the handle done in black, the blade done in a nice silver. It's got some nice detail going on there. So you have a sword. You have is a big old rifle, which, as you can see, can fold up. And you just fold it. There you go. It doesn't separate into 2 pieces, just 1 piece, but you have, here's a big old rifle there. So you have that. We also get some effects parts. You get a pair of kind of like, you know, black smoke effects parts here. You get 2 of those. We also get an effects part for the Matrix. Just on a nice transparent blue. And we also get some blueshing, literal blueshing. It's blue, and this is the effect part that came with Omega Supreme, just done in a nice transparent blue. And you also get the extra tips as well, just like Omega Supreme did. So you have all of that, and you can do stuff with all of this. Now, as far as storage, if you just have this section, you can take the gun, fold that up, and you can see there are 2 ports right there. You can just plug this into the side like so, and you can take the sword. You can see there are 2 slots here. There are tabs, and you can just plug this on either side and have the sword stored underneath. So that's how you can store all that there if you want to. But as far as the trailer goes, if you come under here, you can slide this section out, and just like MP44, you have this nice little tray to store accessories. So you can store the Matrix effect part right in here in these 2 tabs. You can store these smoke effect parts right here. There are little notches for it, and those will just store right there and right there, like so. Those clip in very securely, and you have 2 ports there. You can plug some other stuff. What I do is I take the sword and flip this peg down, and I plug the sword into one of these like so at an angle, and you can take, you know, like these bits here, take those, put them in there, and I even take the gun. If you want, you can kind of finagle that in there. I have been able to do it. It's not easy, but I've been able to do it. I forget how I did it, but I was able to kind of get all this in here. I'll just slide all this back in, but you know what? We'll leave that out. But you can store most of the accessories there if you want to. And of course, you can store stuff in the trailer. Again, you have all these ports in here to work with, so you can always just take the gun and just plug it in there. As far as this goes, this doesn't really have anywhere to store it. If you have the turret in here, there's nowhere for this to store because there's not enough real estate. I thought maybe you could fit it in here in pieces, but it don't fit. It's too big. So this doesn't really have a place to go, but you can store pretty much everything on the trailer if you want, which is quite cool. But let's dump all this out so we can show off what else we can do here. So we can take these effects parts and they can plug into these ports back here. So you can have a little bit of like rocket power action going on, and we can take these smoke effects and they will just plug in to the stacks right there, like so. And you can have that going on. Plug that back in, you know. So that makes for a cool effect. I dig it. I can work with it. Bottom line is you have a lot of options here, and as always, options are good. So, yeah, that is basically it for the Space Winnebago mode. So, let's get down to transformation, shall we? I wasn't expecting that. Let me get him. Come here. He rolled out. He literally rolled out. But anyway, here we have just the car section by itself. Getting close here just so you can see what's going on there detailing wise. The back, not too elegant, just his feet back there, but oh no, you know. A little beefier, but not too bad. He has visible hands, Sandra. Yeah, it's okay. I don't care. But yes, let's get down to transformation. Woo! Okay, so first thing we are going to do is we're going to come here to these back panels, untab these, bring it forward, untab, and bring it forward. At this point now, we can take this whole back section and just pop it up, come here to the cockpit, and open this up, like so. And then you want to take this whole hood section here and just pop this up, like that, and free all of that up. So once you've done that, we can untab his arms. Just here's a little tab, just goes to a slot right in there. Just untab the arms and bring them out. This guy actually has a pretty involved transformation too. Need some more room to operate here. There we go. So once we've done that, you take these little panels here, just flip them in. Just bring all this out and get this out of our way. So you want to, at this point, just bring this up so you can rotate the waist around, and then you want to bring this down because we need the clearance to take this section here with his arms and rotate this 180, like so. So once we've done that, you can see we got multiple hinges to work with here. You want to take this black section and you want this going all the way in. This will come up and you can see a tab and a slot right there. That will snap in. Now you have that done. Second vest just like the first. Just swing that in, work with those hinges, bring that in, bring that up, and that will tab into place. This side's a little bit tighter on mine. There we go. Bring that down like so. Come here to the chestial region, rotate his head around. You want to collapse this in. There is a little thooping point here. You can see there's a little notch, and that's going to go right up in here. So just push that in until you feel it. Just kind of click into place. It'll thoop. It will thoop. There we go. It thooped. And then you can just bring that back, and all of this will just snap into place. And now this windshield section, you can see, will clip in right here. And this is a very secure connection. It's a really tight snap there. You take this top panel of his chest and just push that in, like so. Then we just take this section here with the spoiler, rotate around. Again, you want to use this double hinge to bring that down and up, and you can see this tab will go into the slot right here in the windshield, and that will lock that in place. So there we go. He's starting to look like something. So now as far as the arms go, you want to just extend the arm. Boop, just extends a little bit there. This panel will just flip down like so, swing to the inside, and then all of this will swing out. Then you just rotate these around, and all this will swing around. You can see there's a tab slot right there. That will just snap into place, and there you go. So now you want to take the wheel. This is a cool little trick with the wheel here. So the wheel actually splits right here, and then you push the wheel up into the arm, like so, and then this will tab right in there. It just collapses that wheel in and just makes everything look a lot more cohesive there. That's a neat little trick. But there we have an arm all done. Second verse, guess what, is just like the first. So again, just extend that arm, bring that down, swing it over, swing all of this over, swing this around, tab that in, and then just open up the wheel and just slide that in, tab that in place, and there you got the upper body all done. And now we move on to the lower body. So what we want to do here is we want to just untab these wheel sections. First you want to split the legs, untab the wheel sections, then just bring this panel out, extend the leg like so. Oops, I did that by accident, but extend the leg like so, and now we want to take these wheels, collapse them down, and then these will just flip in to the legs like so. This will swing around, lock in right there, flip out his toes, and there you have a leg all done. Second verse, guess what? It's just like the first. So untab, swing out, bring down, and collapse that wheel in, bring all of this in, and you have kind of a double hinge to work with here. Oops. Did not have that all the way up. There we go. And then just swing all that in, bring that around, tab that in, open up the foot, and get everything nice and secure. And there you go. There you have Rodimus Prime in his robot mode. And he looks good, in my opinion. He's just a beefy Rodimus Prime. I personally dig him. But let's get in closer here so we can take a look at that Rodimus-y noggin. You can see there, nice. Silver for the face, blue for the eyes. Got some silver there on the head crest as well. All around. Nice head sculpt. Got some silver there on the shoulders. Got the nice flames there on the chest. Getting some nice details going on there. Nice details on the legs there. There's a lot going on. These big old feet. And it's pretty clean transformation. You get a lot of detail here in the spoiler as well. Yeah, got a little bit of a backpack going on there, but all in all, not too bad. It's a pretty clean transformation. Now, articulation wise, the head is on the ball joints. You get your wiggly waggly. The neck is on a ball. The neck is on a hinge as well, so you get some forward and backward movements. You can do all kinds of that if you want to. You can look all the way up and be squirrel. You know, do all kinds of that. Looking down, not too much. Arms can do a full 360, but of course his spoiler gets in the way. But you have outward movement. He can hit himself in the face with his own shoulder. You also have forward and backward movement there on that shoulder, which is nice. You get rotation right at the elbow. You have a double jointed elbow. You have a nice range of movement there. You do have wrist rotation. The hands can also pivot inward. The hands, you have some posable fingers here. The index finger is separate, and you have a hinge at the base and a hinge there. And the rest of the fingers are one piece with a hinge at the base and also a hinge midway as well. So you get some nice posable hands. You do have waist rotation. The legs can move forward that far back, about that far before the backpack gets in the way. These hip panels can move out to accommodate the leg movement. Outward, you can get that far. You got thigh rotation. You have a double jointed knee. You know, his calves are pretty big, so you don't get. You still get a decent range of movement, but not like a total bend. And the feet, they can move up. You can move the toe down, and you do have your ankle tiltage. And of course we can give him his weaponry. We can give him the sword, we can give him the gun. Now as far as storage goes, we can flip down this peg and just plug the sword on his back like so. As far as the gun goes, we can fold it up and you can just have it plugged back here if you want. Have it hanging down or have it sitting higher. Do what you want there. You can store his weapons on his back if you wish. But he is a warrior. He is a leader. So he should be wielding his weapons as such. You can just plug that gun in like so. And he does hold that nice and secure like. Give him his sword, his Rodimus sword, his Roda sword. And there you go. He's got his sword, he's got his gun, he's ready for pew-pewing and slash-slashing, pew-pewing and slash-slashing. You can take the smoke effects parts here, and you can, if you want, plug those on. I forget how to do it. Oh, you plug them on like this. That's how you do it. Specific way they have to go on. You can plug those on if you want to. You can't attach these to the pipes because there's not enough space in between the pegs for them to actually go on, so you can't use those on those arm stacks, unfortunately. But still, you can plug these in if you want to. Have that going on. Hey, again, all things you can do if you want to do it. And of course, we can bring in the trailer, and we can open it up, and these sections are spring-loaded so they won't just move out of the way for you, which is quite nice. We can open that up, and then we can open this section up, like so, bring that down. We can extend the cannon, and we can flip this in, open up the little blast shields here, flip up those handles. Love all the silver paint they used on these barrels as well. And you got the nice kind of like singe effect going on there. And this can rotate however you want. This can rotate as well. This back section also you can open up if you want to, because reasons. You know, we got more stuff going on in there as well. You also have some more ports, so you can plug some more stuff in there, so you can do pretty much what you want with this. Just bring it all the way down. I kind of bring it up to have like some extra like, you know, shields or something. I don't know. Do what you want. It's yours. Display it however you wish. But you can have Rodimus standing right there and manning the cannons and have all of this going on. And that makes for a pretty cool look, in my opinion. I dig it. And if you want, you can use the effects parts that he came with. You know, you could plug these little blue blooshes in there, you know, have that little pew 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 pew, you know, or you can use the big one, you know, just plug that in there. It'll kind of waste it down a little bit, but you can plug it in there if you want to. It's not too effective. It's a little too heavy for this. But of course he is bloosh compatible. We can use Siege Jetfire's effects parts and we can plug these in, and I think these are a lot more effective. You can do that and have a big old double Roddy bloosh. That's right. He's blooshing our darkest hour. Oh yes. Oh yes. And for a quick comparison, here it is with the G1 Rodimus trailer, just so you can see how that works out there. So there you go. And one more thing you can do with the turret, if you want to, you can see there is a post and a tab here, and on his back there is a port and a slot, so we can turn this around. You can kind of fold things up, do what you want, but you can take all of this and just plug it onto his back like that and just give him a big old murder death pack. I mean, hey, things you can do if you want to do it. He has his rifle, and you know what? We're gonna do this because I have 3 blooshes, And we can do this. This is unprecedented. This has never happened before on this channel, but it's gonna happen today. That's right. It doesn't hold up to, nothing holds up very well, but you know, we can do a big, we can try to do a big old triple Roddy bloosh! Two blooshes! Two mega blooshes in one video. That is unprecedented, but it happened. It happened today, even though they sag a bit. Oh. And the last thing to show off here is we can open up his chest, and inside lies the matrix of leadership. You can see some nice silver in there. We'll close that back up, and he has a little matrix. It's the same matrix that's come with all of these figures that have matrices. Just slightly different paints. We got the silver, the gold, the blue in the center. It does have the port on the other side, but it is not Blush compatible. The Blushes are actually too big for this one. So, but you can use the matrix effects part if you want. That just clips right on, like so. So the matrix can light our darkest Applebee's. They're very dimly lit restaurants, but anyway. You can remove that. If you want to, you can use the matrix effect that came with Studio Series Hot Rod. That will clip on as well, because again, all these matrices are the same, so, you know, that works as well. You can use whichever one you want. Use whichever one tickles your fancy, but you can plug that in, get him holding it. Basically, just have to kind of get his thumb through it, and he can hold his matrix and drop things and stuff, and there you go. He's lighting things. He likes to light things. There you go. Hooray! Hooray for lighting things! So there you have that, and now for comparison. There he is with the Studio Series Hot Rod. He's all grown up now. Here he is with G1 Rodimus, because he's precious. Oh, so precious. Here he is with the Power of the Primes Hot Rod. And here he is with the Power of the Primes Rodimus. So you can see how that works out. And here he is with Cyclonus and Scourge. Here he is with Cup and Blur, with Springer and RC. Here he is with Magnus. Here he is with Earthrise Prime. Here he is with Galvatron. So you can see how they look together, and I think they look quite nice together. And here he is with his BFF. There he is with Unicron. Hey, 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 hey! There he is. So, there you go. So there you have Rodimus Prime, and yeah, nicely done figure in my opinion. The vehicle mode looks good. I agree with people who say that the front part sticks out a little too far. Yeah, it does, but it's not a deal breaker. All in all, the old mode looks pretty good. The robot mode, I think, looks great. There's a lot of playability here, so, you know, there's so much you can do with this guy, and with the trailer and everything, so there's a lot of play value here, and I am always a fan of play value, and yeah, the transformation, it works, it's smooth, it's enjoyable, so all in all, it's a fun figure. Overall, just a fun set here. So me personally, I am quite pleased with him, so there you go. So again, a big thanks to Ethan in Australia for hooking me up with this one. Again, thank you, brother, appreciate it. But if you would like a Rodimus of your own or any other Kingdom figures, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There'll be a link in the description down below so you can check that out. You can also check out my Kingdom playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love Peace Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Transformers Kingdom Commander Class Rodimus Prime. And this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face. This is the end of the road, Galvatron. Wait. I have a better idea. Oh yeah, what? How about you and me, we join forces, we ditch all these losers, and we start our own group, huh? How about that? It'll be like an exclusive club, we'll have a secret handshake and everything. Come on, what do you say? Nah, I'll pass. But, I didn't want to be friends with you anyway!